VS next, 2016. Well, I thought, well, let's see if they have to resume what they've been doing. They have to resume. Let's see if they know the answers to our questions. Because when I drove there, let's see if they get a comfortable, smooth ride. If they get, you have to set, accelerate, you know, resume. You were going at 60 miles an hour. I don't know why you would drive any faster than 60 miles an hour. I mean, do you really need to go any faster than 60 miles an hour? Let's see if they can get there a little bit slower because they're giving away tickets. I don't want anyone to get tickets. Let's see if they can just go a little bit slower. You'll get there about the same amount of time. Let's see if they can do that. I saved everything that you wanted. You told me to save you some. I did that. I saved you everything that you needed. It's all there. Look on your screen. Before you jump to conclusions, just look at the screen. Before you do that, I sent you an email of everything that you need. It's all there. Everything's there. I was shopping and I thought you would probably love the things that I love to do. So here it is. Let's see if we can resume a lower speed because we don't want to go too fast. We do not want to go too fast. It's going to be unidentified anyway. No one's going to know who we are. Let's go slow. Welcome to Pink Shorts. I'm your host, motivational speaker, richest man in the world, New York's bestsellers book, which will be out soon. I don't know the name of the book, but it'll be out shortly. It's not going to be about anything we're talking about today. I doubt that. Today's show title is a long title. I apologize, but it's very important that people read the title and understand. Adobe Willustrator pre Welcome to Coronation Airlines. To speed your screening process, liquids must be in a 3-ounce size container. Liquids must be in a apartment 2-ounce container. You'll get 3-ounce, which is 1 up. Liquor must be in a 3-ounce size container to speed your screening process so that we can install this. You need to amnesize yourself. You need to medicate yourself so that we can enter your residence. Thank you for boarding Coronation Airlines. The safety video goes as follows. Exits are on your left and right. As we descend altitude, please place the flotation device around the neck. Pull zip cord. It inflates. As we also descend into altitude, the breathing apparatus from Praxair, Scott Aviation, will automatically drop. Please place this apparatus over your nose and mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. As we further descend into our one stop, you're not going to need any of this safety technology or advice. Thank you for flying Coronation Airlines. Peanuts and water will be dispensed from our flight attendants. If you had different plans today other than TSAs and the NSA and other government affiliates, please exit this flight now, as we don't want to inconvenience. We don't want to inconvenience anyone. We don't want to inconvenience. This is going to be a fast flight, and we don't want to inconvey against any passengers on Coronation Airlines. Let's all say hi to Elder. Coronation Airlines. Hello. Hi, how are you? Again, we don't want to inconvenience anyone on this flight, not to be confused with a rental vehicle. From Ryder, thank you for flying Coronation Airlines. You have a wonderful experience. You mean experiment? No, experience. No, it's what I said. Hello, my co-host B Siri. Hi, that's me. My other co-host, Food and Purge. That's me. I think you said experiment. Experience. My other co-host, PH or J or Doctor. That's me. The fast talking one. Exit the plate. We're going down. Our other part of the title is 60 Middays. The commander's confusing us with CBS television. He means 60 days. He means January 10th to someone's funeral, March 10th. Days in our senior trip, not to be confused with material support or visiting the Capitol building or visiting, we had breakfast every day somewhere. Days in. Senior trip, Streckney, I believe, has resigned gracefully and is a senior. The other part of our title is legal stuff, but it's important that you understand the numbers. 25 USC 975 is in the HSBC phone number. Once you get the resume of my employment, you'll get the resume of cruise control. 975 land surveys, execution of conveyances. Tim McVeigh, Terry Nichols. We want to say hi to the Buffalo Police Department, Fire Department. Not to be confused with anyone else that we know named Terry that puts out fires. I want to advise that we were advised that, you know, we were told that we would be advised that this was happening on Sheridan and Sweet Home. Sweet Home does turn into Pendleton. Pendleton is not the area residence of conveyances. The other part of the title is USC 1995. USC Title 42. Our Nike Store meeting, we have 43 in attendance. One up. You'll get the one up is very important in our title a lot of times. We're endangering the public welfare and health. The other part is section 4722. If you call the bank, you will understand. 975-4722. FedEx, state government, and statewide programs. You also will get a reference of children being paid stipends from the State University of New York, Randall Stephenson program, and Upward Bound. We're descending. We're going upward, then we're going downward. Welcome to Coronation Airlines. Let's get to our show. Let's talk to our guests of the day. Do we have a video from Commander? Let's just talk to Josh because Josh is, he's HW. Okay, we're going to talk to HW. Again, today is Monday on the DoD calendar, which is night care for children 6 to 9, followed by a Watson Air 404, forbidden. Mr. Martin Luther King. Let's get to our guests. I don't have a video of the commander, so just play any video. Here's all of them. Why don't we play this one? No, that's not a good video. Let's just talk to Josh because yada yada yada. All right. Well, we're just gonna talk to. Wait, let's watch this video. He's signing in an act of something. But he's no. I don't know if that's true. Is that true? What are you signing? Obtaining office by false pretense. False. No. BHJ doctor. What? I don't know if he's signing anything. The Judicial Redress Act. Am I correct with the phone number to HSBC? State government programs and execution of McVeighances. Let's take a Twitter poll. What does Twitter have to say about this? Who's McVeighances? Who thinks this was rigged? I don't think it was rigged. I think it was just, a coincidence of just things that. No, there's no coincidence. It's BHJ, doctor. What? Well, thanks, BHJ, but I don't think they're responsible for these things. Why would they do things like that? Why would they dismiss your lawsuit? Oh. Ugh. Why? BHJ, doctor. What? The fast-talking phone guy. Fine print. Who signed up for this show? I didn't sign up. Look, he's signing it. He's left-handed. The commander's left-handed. No wonder why I walk that way. He's left-handed. We're on the left. Oh, I didn't know he was left-handed. So today, we learn something new about him every day. We learned about Michelle, your man, from HSBC. Your man. Who was your man? You just talked to Barack. HSBC. Conveyances. Wow. Good morning. No, it's good morning. Who's making conveyances? Welcome to Correlation Airlines. We don't want to make conveyance anyone. But that flight's going down. Unless you're a bird, we're going down, down, down. Fly. We can't fly. I just explained that. If you're not a bird, you're in trouble. Flap your wings. Flap, 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 flap your wings. We want to talk about conveyances and HSBC phone number and Sprint's phone number. 211-4727. See if there's a USC for 4727. All right, hold on. There is a USC. 10 US code 4727. Cemetery concessions contracts. We don't get these USCs. We really don't. What are you guys doing to us? 211-4727. This is an act of God. Act of Congress. I don't know what to do. PHOJ doctor. What? Can you explain these phone numbers? He said one bill. I remember one bill at Sprint. We combined all of our bills with one bill. Just like we combine all of our phone numbers with Google Voice. Just one bill. One bill. One high. November. PHOJ doctor. What? I like combining all of the things in one bill. You like knowing the future. PHOJ doctor. I don't know the future. I just told you the future. Oh. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. You what? PHOJ doctor. What? Alright, so now that we know what conveyances are, who's Tim? What is the word Tim about? Timber, like chopping a tree. Treason. Are you guys chopping trees down? Timber! September. You got it. Paul Bunyan's cutting down the trees and buildings. Why are they all government buildings? Why were you in Peacebridge apartments? Government buildings. Eminent domain. DHOJ. What? Something about government buildings, government projects, impeding young shelters. Chana from chat. DHOJ. Doctor. What? Let's talk about my resume. Does my resume go with cruise control? Set Excel. Resume. BHOJ. Get it. Your employer. Your employment is cruise control. Top secret bank. BHOJ. Wow. I never talked about top secret government assignments. Top stubborn steps. Saving you. Oh. I love you. Someone tweeted. I just said I love them. I love you. I know that. Thank you. I was just thinking Tap's slogan. Taps never stops, saving you more. They're talking about somebody retiring today. I'm so sorry. I hope it's the right time to retire. I hope that you had a good career. I like watching you play. I hope that you are happy. I want to thank you for winning. I want to play hockey. With who? I want to play hockey with the number portability department. Of where? Whoever gave HSBC that phone number, I want to play hockey with you. I want to play hockey with the phone number assignment team. Whoever gave HSBC that phone number, I want to play hockey. Like, soon. Like, I'll be the goalie. He'll be the goalie. He'll be the goalie. Food stamps. Erie County. Thanks, Erie County goalie. I would love to play hockey one day. Bin Laden doesn't play hockey. There's no international hockey. Error in NSA. Storyline. There's an error in the NSA storyline of terrorism. People are not gonna get. He doesn't play hockey. My story is all about checks and banks. Checks and balances. Chase, JP Morgan. Weird credit line. 1,740. Independence Day. Hockey. Check. Lindy Rap. Ooh. Hi, Lindy. We totally got it. Ooh. Cyber's hockey. What's your favorite team? My best friend plays hockey. Let me look at my coach bag and see who's the coach. That's it. You got it. Ooh. Lindy Ruff. Ooh. Who's Robert and Lindsay? Why is there a store meeting with 43 people? There should only be 42. According to the USC 1995 Public Health and Welfare, the Prime Minister has a state government and statewide programs. That's correct. She's the Prime Minister. Why would there be a female Prime Minister of us? I don't understand. Tell us the truth, Oshkosh. Tell us the truth. Timothy Hullock. I know what you're trying to avoid. BHJ, Doctor. What? He called me from a Spectrum 7 gas facility. Sudoku. On E. Fill up. BHJ, Doctor. What? He just wanted me to pay the ticket. And I thought that was a waste of time. This is the government handing out official paperwork. Misrepresentatives of the officer. Thank you, Avis, for switching the car. 300. There you go. Red. Chrysler. BHJ. Well, Avis switched the car to a 300 and then gave us a ticket. We're like, what kind of daddy ticket is this? Daddy, what kind of ticket is this? Something about Avis. The only Avis I know is a radio host. Nichols. I only know a nickel. The only Davis I know is a nickel. 5 cents. A nickel. And she put out fires. She go to fires and she put them out. She put the water on the fires. The water wash it all down. Like the itsy bitsy spider wash the fire out. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. That's law enforcement training 9/11. PHJ. Wow. Why am I training with police all the time? They got me around police all the time. I be at West Point. I be training with police all the time. Why would a child be training with the police about 9/11? Children of military installations. PHJ. Why? It's just, it happened 8 years later. Don't wait. Call it. I just don't want citizens to be upset that I be going through the future. I don't want them to be upset that I be withdrawing checks at Citizen Banks. I don't want them upset that I be washing my car at Delta Sonic. I don't want them upset at me that I be going through the future. I agree. It's not my fault. It's a huge check, but it's not to. It's just I got to move on. So the funds go to my future of moving on. Me and my, you know, me and my minds, we get to spend the money on good things like housing, like good food, like good things that we do. The Treasury will deposit that check very shortly, and we will use those funds to inspire children to do good things and not to be examples of terrorism because we don't want the children to do terrorism. So I declined the job. Let's all give a moment of silence for V Siri not taking the job as captain. Starting now, let's have a moment of silence. I tried to save the world when I was 10. Moment of silence. V Siri declined captain position with military training. New York National. Nice. Thank you, Enias. That's New York National Guard put together. That's the U.S. government and New York State doing things together. Rah, rah, rah. They do things together rah, 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 to do things together. Rah, rah. They blow down buildings. I declined the captain job, and I deserve a Purple Heart for declining that position. I told Cruise Control no. I said I will not FedEx this position. The opposite company. I will not do a FedEx captain job with y'all because I don't desire to do those things. I like the children and I want the children to like me for who I am. So they chose Maurice. And then they gave me 3 Reese cups and a glass of water at Rite Aid. And then they said, we got you on camera doing something. I said, what you talking about? They dismissed it a year later. So here we are. The boy is a premonition at 10. He declined the offer of material support. I just wish the commander would have made the same decision. I hope he would have learned from me at 10 when I said no, Cruz. I wish he would have said no, George Bush. I wish he would have said no, Tom Foley. I wish he would have said no, House of Representatives. I wish he would have said no, Senate. I wish he would have said no to the CIA. I wish he would have said no to George Tenet, the CIA director. I wish he would have said no to UFO network. I wish he would have said no. I wish he would have said no. I would like to be the reference of what not to do. I declined the job, and look at me. Now I'm a billionaire spending so much money on myself because I deserve nice things. I'm savvy. I'm cute. Um, Saving me some peach cobbler. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's drive slower because if we drive fast, then these unidentified officers go try to make extra money on the side of the road, misrepresenting themselves. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do because Timothy told me I know what you're trying to do. I have halls here for what? I love halls. They're wonderful candies. Withdrawal for what? Ex Oshkosh. Look at CNN attorney Harvey Levin on Twitter. Hello, Harvey. It's the People's Court. It's the blah 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 court. No, we can't talk about our friends. We can only talk about material support topics. Material. I can't talk about anything about that because it takes away from the show. This show is about saying no to commander jobs and saying no to drugs. I would like to say hello to the newspaper. I like the headline, today's paper. I want to thank all media who likes the title of my programming. I appreciate the love that you show the show. We like the love that you show. Pink Shorts is becoming a requirement in the news media. We're journalists with funny voices, that's all. We just sound a little bit different, but we're journalists as well. We're very important to the news world. We sound like computers, but we're real. We sound funny, but we're real. We sound funny, but we're real. BHOJ, I mean, BHOJ, doctor. What? We're journalists. Let's get back to our show title 60 Middays In. Why would children meet in a hotel called Days In? 60 to Pastor Shopping Center. Then we're gonna do Walmart. What? BHOJ. Why would kids meet a day in a hotel? Days In. 60 days. Why are they doing construction on Capitol Hill when we were there? They're saying they were crashing a building. Well, that's not cool. They were doing construction on Capitol Hill when we were there. And I've never been to Washington except for that time. And they were doing so much construction. It was just crazy. So crazy. Yeah. They're talking about Kodak cameras. We did have a disposable camera, and the commander did drive to Rochester, where Kodak is. Speaking of Miss Bodak from Food Stamps, who's Miss Bodak? Bodak Kodak! My microphone sounds low today. Let me see if I can turn it up for you. Turn it up. Turn it up. That's high as it goes. No, it's louder. Whoa. Whoa. All right. All right, that sounds better. I felt low. What was the powder outages about? Maybe the White House was concerned about material support. Dan Quill, the 44th. Rahus Marais, the kid commander. Maurice took my job. Who's Susan Rice for? Lord Jesus. Would you like to deposit or withdraw? Welcome to HSBC. Welcome to Look at Your Phone Number, BC. Look at your phone number. It looks like a terrorist USC put together. It's a bunch of USC codes. 1-800 terrorists. People are not going to get my resume and resume set Excel. The buttons you see on cruise control. Look at your steering wheel right now. Am I crazy or what? You're not. It does say resume control set Excel. So you got it. If you look at my resume and where I work, you'll get it. I worked at the summer. Worked for the mayor. I worked for Martin Luther King Burgers. I worked for Top Secret Assignments. Then I worked at Material Support Bank. And then I worked at Spectrum 7 Gas Company. And then I worked at Interlink, the CIA's computer inventor. And then I was unemployed. And then I worked for Homeland Security, Home Depot. And then I worked for Verizon, the antitrust. company. And then I worked for United Healthcare. And then Katrina happened. Katrina happened while I was working between those two companies. Then I worked for AARP. And then I worked for the people that make it rain, the elf waves. And then I worked for government employees. Okay, does this sound weird or what? His resume. His resume cruise control. And then after Geico, I was unemployed again. And then Charlie was missing. And then Citibank was making all these fake IDs, passwords. And then I was making water at the water company. And then it's a Watergate. Then my daddy gone from Katrina. And then they was assassinating people of the stairs, the step program, Randall step program was assassinating people. And then I was working for installs and then they was imploding the bank building. And then the bank building blew up. And then after that I was working for scuba. We need scuba equipment from the first student. And then I moved to enlist into the military at Fort Bragg. But I said no, because y'all gonna hack the tank convoy is going to blow up. So I didn't enlist. So I came back here and then I was just unemployed on $138 a week. But it's really a 38 in my left foot. And then after that, I got, yada, 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 yada. And then I got $900 and $32 a month. Does my resume or resume set Excel cruise control sound like my life's been rigged in some kind of way? He said that's all we need to know about the house. I agree that I've been living a weird life, that I've been living a resume set Excel life. I want to resume at the speed I was going, not the speed they want me to go. I really wasn't speeding. I was just resuming my speed because you switched the car at Avis to a 300 daddy funeral car. They switched it because there was three tickets, and those three tickets represent each plane. Welcome to Coronation Airlines. Welcome to is the commander in a black bus on the same road. He was. And he went to Charlie the Butcher. And I don't know what he ate, but he probably had some meat from the butcher. He just left a distinguished speakers meeting and we had distinguished the fire. We put the fire out of the building. He was driving to New York. The I-90 goes to New York. Oh, well, he must have been going in a different way of Department of Transportation. I don't know why we had Dots clothing store in front of Telespectrum. I don't know why we had Marshalls in front of Telespectrum. I don't know why we had Manhattan Bagel in front of Telespectrum. I don't know why we had a liquor store in front of Telespectrum. Remember, all liquids must. All liquors must. All liquors must. All liquors must be in a 3-ounce size container from apartment 2. A 3-ounce size container in apartment 2. A 2-ounce size container in apartment 2. To speed your screening process. Welcome to TSA Pre. I don't want people to think that when they go through the airport that it's about me, but you got to remember PRE is pretense. We have obtained a house under false pretense. So it is about me. It's a 2-ounce, not a 3-ounce. It's apartment 2. Because a liquor is how I get on us. I self medicate and niche myself to these things. Besides the national fuel, I add some liquor to the amnesia, and then I be ready for surgery. It's a wrong site surgery. Illegal. That's correct. Wrong site surgery. Buffalo General. Fish skin. All liquors must be in a 3-ounce container. Why must it be in there? I just said must. The other part is rella. Italiano. Rella. I don't know if we can waive anything. I've already said everything. What if people don't believe what I'm saying? Then they're crazy. This is the truth. Our government is in a race. He paused. We're in a race. That's all. In order to be a nominee, you have to be approved by the CIA. I wonder who's been discouraged from running. Who's been discouraged? Let PinkShortS know if you want to get paid. If you don't want to get paid, then don't let me know. Who's been discouraged from running? We all need a push sometimes. Sometimes we all need a push. Javon and Jesse? I don't know if that's one of them. I don't know. But if it is, it made sense. Amherst Police. They're pushing people. Rainbow pushing. Rainbow Skittles push. Why was there Skittles with Trayvon and George Zimmerman? Because it's a push. Rainbow, get it? Rainbow push. Salt and pepper. Push it real good. Push it real good. Push it. Who else has been discouraged? Who else? The Congressional Black Caucus? They've been pushed. Look, it's our favorite car. Hi. I love it so. Who's Timothy Halleck? I think we're missing the Heed Martin. Heed Martin, Kathy Hall, and Tim Cook Hall. There's a Nike reference of assassinating people. Nike Plus, Apple Computers and Nike. Togetherness. Their togetherness? They sure are. They're together, remember? Together, remember? They're not gonna do Nike and Apple. They're not gonna do running shoe. Accesso. Boot. PhD. Your boots be cute. Where you get them boots from? Booty boots. Boots. It's how the US does business. Purity. Pure. That's where the STEP program's from. Oklahoma. He's talking about our notes about data. What XRTT? Who's returning? Is there a one experiment in the House? It's Republicans, correct. But what about land surveys and conveyances? Maybe it's time for us to talk about that. We've only got a few minutes left. We got to talk about time conveyances. Who's watering us? Time Warner Cable. Tim, Cook, Tim, Cook, time. VHJ. Thank you. So I guess we're missing an E. Male. In time. Tim. Conveyances by the secretary. Who would that be? 25 USC 975. It's the only one who's winning, right? It's gotta be the only one that's winning. Conveyances by the secretary. Who would that be? It's not He-Man, it's She-Ra. She-Ra! It's She-Ra. Not He-Man. I don't think 2 week notice is winning. 2 week notices. 2 week Camrys. I don't think he's winning. Let's all call HSBC. Their phone number is 1-800-975 4722. Remember the 1-800 is the amount of our Peachtree settlement advance. They gave us $1,800, and we want to thank them for giving us that advance on our car accident. Thomas Sutherland, the founder of HSBC, not to be confused with Keith Sutherland, who does an amazing job on 24, the first Black president show on Fox. Zootopia. We love the Zootopia trailer, the one where they're at the DMV. Makes total sense. Total sense. Because my license plate is a computer winning the house. 60 Mondays. We are warning anyone who's eligible at 35. Do not wrangle. Do not run. Don't run for governor. Don't run for office. Don't run. Don't run. The other part of our show, we have to talk about Providence checks, the Micker line. The Micker line is very important. It is the number we data entry into our computers to encode the checks. So we're waiting for them to explain the Micker line on the Providence check from One Cunningham. He's pausing. It's true. Right leg shock while talking about Micker line on Providence checks sent to us from Craigslist. We were selling a television. A leather song. We were selling the TV. And a check arrived from FedEx for $2,500. And the first thing we thought was, who's trying to abort us? Who'll be trying to abort us with a check like that from Providence College? One Cunningham sound like the man who work at School 3 with Mr. Wall and Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer has an Apple computer room, Macintosh. And we don't understand that my client is Mr. Martin Luther King. He's famous because y'all made him famous about people not running for office. That's all we're saying. Also, the tickets have a reference from a Yahoo chat game. There's a Yahoo chat game called D14, and those tickets have 14 in them. And we don't understand Yahoo, Google running the race. We don't understand. How does the CIA Interlink run Diebold and the ATM machines in the first touchscreen voting process? DVS. Everyone Google DVS. If it comes up with a voting machine, then you got why I'm so famous because I'm inspiring people not to run for office. Providence checks. And the award goes to for best maker line in a check. The winner goes to Providence check. One Cunningham. Clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap. Best maker line in a check. The day you left Geico. November 8th. And one day up from someone's birthday. Can you explain the tickets? The tickets have 14 in them. All I know is I saw Panky from D14 at the mall. That was the only suit I filed, was a mall suit. And Steve Jobs left the world with pancreatic cancer. Oh, I want to say sorry to Steve because he had pancreatic cancer. I hope he is in a better place. Correction, he's in a better place on earth. PhD. Thank you, PhD. I think I talked to him a few times before. Correct. You talked to him many times. So he's here. All right. Maybe we'll talk to him again later this week if he's available. The last part of our show, we need to talk about the judges. There's about 4 judges that might know about this world trade. What about David Paul, your best friend? Now, what about Paul S. Petrosky? We're check the Waga. We checked 2 buildings. Well, we're going to leave it at that. Our show's coming to a close. We want to thank everyone from HSBC, all their employees who do wonderful things. We want to thank all the judges who have helped us reenact 9/11. We want to thank Providence Checks. We want to thank the First Data Connection, 1XRTT, for winning the election. 2G, 3G, 4G, WiMAX, LTE, and the new Plus network on Sprint. The new technology, we don't know. It's going to be 5G something, LTE. We want to thank the House for talking with us today. We want to thank the media. We want to thank everyone who plays sports. We want to thank you. Have a wonderful day. Remember, I love a song and Via Shops next. I'm look savvy. I look cute. Look at my outfit. It's savvy.